We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play there out of the running game. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. That nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's Jackson to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 81 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a handoff as they run left side. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And to give this time to the tailback. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
right?
Yeah,
he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyree Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Butker on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 46 yards on the ground for him so far. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They're going to look to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And this returnable for Hill. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they are in at this stage of the game.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Jackson on 1st down. That one complete to Hill. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this pass all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain his...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Jonathan Taylor, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His third touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And now here's a carry heading left. He's still fighting forward. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 80 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now a handoff looking right. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now it's Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
26 Mike. Let's go. Hatchet. Check. Watch the twist.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now here's a carry heading left. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Titans are able to get a score back. Extra point by McCann, up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Off the option, here's Taylor. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Taylor's got the 1st down and more. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31.
Oh, the option to give to Taylor here.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Talk about controlling the football and controlling a drive. And with runs like that, they'll continue to do exactly that.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. To throw is Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have it.
So you think it's not tough playing quarterback in the NFL?